Hello, welcome to Life in Pig Row, and it's a new year and it's quite a mild winter so far. Fingers crossed. Doesn't mean it's not going to be. And today I'm up in the last part of the garden that I've not really touched for a long time, and I want to turn this into a forest garden. But to do that, I need a good path going through. I've also ordered 107 burr-rooted hornbeam because I want a hedge that weeds right through, mirroring the dead hedge because the dead hedge is going to be moved. So let's crack on with that, and I'll show you how to lift turf, which is the most evilest, tiring jobs you will ever do in gardening. But I'm going to show you how to do it anyway because, hey, that's what we're here for. So when lifting turf, if you haven't got a turf cutter, a spade will do, and all we're going to do is go down like that, wiggle like that. I'm going to work in small squares because it's easier. This is the bit we all hate. We get the spade underneath, just about an inch above, run it underneath, and it should lift out. Just put a square, and again, and so, and then. So what do you do with turf when you lift it? Well, you can compost it if you want, if you've got space for that, but it'll sprout if it's got couch in it, or couch grass, depending how you want to pronounce it. So what I tend to do is I find a quiet part of the garden and I do the following. So I take my grass and I put it down on top of more grass. But then what I do is I take the piece of grass like that and I invert and turn it over. You don't want to put it grass facing up. If you do it this way, it'll rot down into something we call loam, and that's really good for this garden. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself some free loam, and a year from now this will be lovely and crumbly and black. So it's really important to realise when you're digging out a path and taking off turf, not try and do all of it at once. I've done literally, I think, let's see, 15, 16 foot by about 4 foot. So 4 by 16, what's that? 32, 64 square feet. That's all I've done. And I'm starting to wake. And when you start to wake, do something else. It's for your own health. It's to protect your own back. And when you start, and as soon as you start your ache, that's your body saying, do something else. Move it into a different shape. Stack the turf. So that's what I'm doing. I'm alternating jobs. Like I said, grass to grass, and it'll rot down. If you think it's a bit unsightly, just cover it over a bit of tarpaulin. That's what I used to do. And the great thing about covering it with tarpaulin, if you want to cap it then with some manure, you can plant through it. And you can plant squash on it, which I did years ago when I first started this garden, and I removed a hell of a lot of turf. I can tell you it was decades and decades of thatch and couch grass and every weed on the sun. I removed it and I barreled in load after load of manure. But I'm getting older now, I don't want to do that. So even the path that I'm going to lay here, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to show you how to do that. I've done it before, it lasts, but that's for another film, another Saturday in the future. Until then, welcome back to the gardening year 2026, and it's goodbye from me on Life in Pig Row. Bye bye.